Good afternoon. Today we are going to take a look at a case study that is organization-centered. This case study was reviewed and analyzed by a group of qualified registered nurses who collectively have many years of experience. The 32-bed cardiac step-down unit is minimally staffed with experienced nurses. The nurse-to-patient ratio should be no greater than 1:4, and reduced and restricted overtime has been implemented. All units within the organization have recently experienced staffing woes with the overtime reduction. Currently on this shift, there is minimal staff, several of which have not been oriented to the cardiac step-down unit. The house supervisor can provide the following support. 2 nurses will be floated to the unit, one from Med-Surg and the other from the ICU. The established cardiac step-down unit nurses consist of 2 full-time RNs, 2 new graduate nurses, a travel nurse, and 1 part-time nurse. The charge nurse of the unit needs to create a safe working environment for both the staff and the patients while providing quality care. The cardiac step-down unit is a high acuity unit requiring more attention for each patient. The unit is full at 32 patients with minimal staff available to provide efficient, thorough care without compromising patient safety. This presents as a problem and conflict. The float RN from the Med-Surg unit is unfamiliar with specialty unit protocols, procedures, and medications. The ICU nurse is uncomfortable with handling more than 2 patients at a time. No overtime can occur without the approval from the house supervisor. Due to the high acuity unit, minimal staffing, refusal of assignments, and inexperienced nurses, the staff feels that is being compromised. There are interventions that leadership can implement to meet the needs of staff and patients. The first intervention is holding a team meeting, which will give explanation of how the unit functions, information regarding the type of patients being assigned, the expectations of staff, expectations of the staff assignments. This team meeting facilitates team building and communication. Additionally, touring the unit helps to familiarize float nurses to assigned areas. The rationale for team meetings can be supported by current literature. One example of why holding a team meeting or team huddle before shift is so helpful is that it allows staff to view leadership as being open and honest. It gives the team the ability to work together with the diffusion of information. Intervention number 2 would be to modify the patient assignments by staff ability and patient acuity. The rationale for modifying patient staff assignments is that it matches the needs of the patients to the skill set of the nurses. This is founded by O'Keefe in 2016. The third intervention is to instill the culture of shared governance. Shared governance encourages staff empowerment. It allows the nurse manager to help with charge duties, which facilitates collaboration not only with interdisciplines, but the unit as a whole. Rationales for shared governance can be seen throughout literature as well. Joseph and Borge find that empowerment allows staff autonomy and it also enhances performance. In conclusion, we have addressed that this is a 32-bed cardiac step-down unit that is experiencing staffing shortages, resulting in increased nurse-patient ratios. Due to the staffing shortage, resources have been pulled to allow for support from the ICU and float pool. However, discord among staff still exists, and the need for leadership to intervene is great. Holding a team meeting at the start of the shift, an effort to promote teamwork, familiarize staff with the unit, and share vital information and expectations will be realized. Improving patient outcomes and nurse satisfaction while promoting compromise and negotiation is one of the results of modifying patient assignments, matching patient needs to the skill set and experience of the assigned nurse. Lastly, instilling a shared governance amongst a unit is a way to promote autonomy, which furthers individual empowerment and job satisfaction. A manifestation of shared governance is effective teamwork and improved patient care. In closing, we would like to point out that the issue of staffing shortages is just one illustration of how a unit can experience discord. We know that unit cultures that are rich in teamwork, diffused information, and shared governance are also rich in nurses experiencing increased job satisfaction and ultimately optimal patient care. Researchers discuss that conflict can be a catalyst for change, and the case scenario has illustrated an opportunity for leadership to meet conflict with effective interventions resulting in staff satisfaction and patient safety. The following slide is a list of the references used to complete this PowerPoint. We thank you for taking the time to review this, and we hope you have a good evening.